Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for a Monday evening video, right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down there in hell, otherwise known as the description box below, on this channel and my other channels as well, showing your love and support. You can like the video, and you can leave a comment if you wish, but don't leave stupid comments, really, because if you do, you look and act like an asshole, and you're gonna get treated like one, and you're gonna get blocked, and you're out of here. So, don't do it. But if you want to do it, then you, like I said, you're an asshole. So, and you're gonna get treated like one, and I'm gonna throw you out. And that's pretty much it. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Same thing goes there. If you're not real, you're out of here. So go fuck yourselves. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video, because if you miss any of my videos, well, you're pretty much SOL, and I think we all know what that means by now. And if you don't know what SOL means, I think you need to look it up. And if you still don't understand that, then you need to get slapped in the face. Because you got problems. And that's pretty much it. That's it. And if you're new here, ladies and gentlemen, you're just hanging around at this time of day, getting close to the evening, on this Monday night, April the 29th, 2024, the day before the last day of April, which is tomorrow. So, if you're here for the first time, and you're thinking about subscribing, please do, and please subscribe to my other channels. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on all my channels. Share it with your friends all over the internet. Please hit that bell. And that's pretty much it. So, as we always say, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a fucking cold one, whatever you got. I got Pepsi as always. Sit back, relax, and have fun. And if not, get out of here. Go do something else. Go smoke your weed. I don't give a shit what you do. Get out of here. Go fuck yourself. With your tiny wang. But it is what it is. But you ain't gonna do that shit on my channel. And I personally don't care. No, I'm just gonna kick you off and then you're done. Goodbye. Bye-bye. That's pretty much it. But for the real people around here, if you like the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment if you wish, and enjoy the show. As we are creeping up on 11 years on this very channel that I created back in 2013. I had other channels way before that, but they were extinct now, but most of the accounts I had have been pretty much 5, I would say between from a couple of years up to, this is my longest channel, I believe, 11 years with this channel, 14 years overall here on YouTube, coming up in August, so, this is going to be 15 years. 15 glorious years on this horrible fucking website that we all know and love. And I'm probably not gonna stop for a while. Unless YouTube spontaneously combusts. Like TikTok, it gets banned. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen here on YouTube. But a man can dream. Can I? Yeah, pretty much. And that's that. Man, that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday night, and you know what that means. We're about 45 minutes away from Monday Night Raw, the 3-hour cure for insomnia, and it's night 2 of the WWE Draft. We got 6 rounds, because it's a 3-hour show, we got 6 rounds, 24 superstars. We're going to be changing brands. There are rumors of Braun Strowman appearing on the show tonight. Maybe Alexa Bliss. We'll see. what happens with that. But this is Backlash week, because Backlash is on this Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. from France. And then tomorrow night on NXT, night 2 of Spring Break-In. And then we got Dynamite from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada on Wednesday with the return of Kenny Back Out Omega. And also a live edition of Rampage coming after Dynamite. So, 2 for your Wednesday on AEW television once again. And they got Ring of Honor and TNA on Thursday. And then Friday, it's taped SmackDown, because it's not live. Obviously, because it's in France. And then Saturday afternoon, we got Backlash. And then Saturday night, a new episode of Collision. And, that's pretty much it for your Cinco de Mayo weekend. So, hopefully all my Mexican fans are gonna get drunk, get laid, and have fun, and do whatever. You know the missus is gonna be a wild woman this weekend, especially on Sunday. Because it's her day, but, you know. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, on Cinco de Mayo, when you have that good drunk sex, please, guys, please, wrap up that burrito when you put it in the taco. If you know what I mean. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, have a great week and have a great and safe Cinco de Mayo this coming weekend. That's it. We got plans, man. Me and the missus got plans. Saturday night, we're going to a concert. Sunday, we're going to the bar. So maybe watch some hockey. Maybe. Speaking of hockey, how about this Rangers? Man, I went to Washington, D.C. today, and man, was it clean. Because the Capitals got swept. Smack those bitches around. They're out of the playoffs. The Rangers go to round 2. The Eastern Conference semis, will have home ice for that series. And, well, they're pretty much off for about a week because we don't know who they play right now. And it could be Carolina tomorrow if they wrap it up in Carolina for Game 5 of that series. The Islanders somehow survived Game 4 in overtime. So, we'll see what happens with that. But it looks like it's going to be Rangers, Carolina in the semis. And it feels like 2022 all over again, almost. When the Rangers had to get through Carolina to get to the Stanley Cup, to the Eastern Conference Finals. That was tough. That was 7, and then Tampa Bay was 7. I really don't want a long series with Carolina. I hope it ends in 5, maybe 6. But, man, this Rangers team is so special. It reminds me of 94 all over again. Now, I don't know if the Rangers are going to get to the Stanley Cup. We'll have to see. Got a lot of good teams in the Eastern Conference. But we'll see what happens with that. But Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, when is it? Don't know. Might be Sunday. Might be next Monday. But whenever day it is, I will be going. And you're not. And I'm not showing you the tickets. So, go fuck yourself. And that's it. Alright, so the Rangers are in. Justin DeBar is pretty much, I don't know if he's still on the bridge about to jump, but, you know, somebody has to watch him. I know he's got his Commanders to worry about in September, but they stink. The Wizards stink. Everything in Washington pretty much stinks. Like Congress. Everything in Washington, D.C. stinks. So, don't live there. You live in Baltimore. Baltimore's pretty good. You know, the Oilers are doing good. That's it. The Ravens, meh. That's pretty much it. In Maryland. Or as we call it, Maryland. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. So to Justin DeBar, sorry about your damn luck. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, we got Monday Night Raw coming up in 40 minutes, so I'm going to abbreviate this review, and as we go into the draft, and that's pretty much it. Apologies for my voice. I'm starting to get a cold. I'm getting something right now, because it was 82 degrees today, and on and off rain, you know. The way it is, and my house is like a freaking furnace right now. I might put on the air conditioner for once. You know, I haven't put it on all year, well, except for last year. I haven't put it on at all this year, so I might put it on. I might put the fan on. You know, my oscillating fan that is noisy. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I might open a window, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. 72 right now, so gonna go down to about 50, 60 degrees. It's supposed to be 60 tomorrow, so. But not gonna be a great week, because it's gonna be up and down temperatures like my dick and your mama's ass, up and down, up and down, up and down. The weather is gonna be raining up, on and off. Crazy. Alright, enough about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and very so far out of motherfucking date AEW Collision and AEW Rampage review for this past Saturday night, April the 27th, 2024, and we are still emanating from home base, that's in Daly's place in Jacksonville, Florida. Alright, coming off a really eventful Dynamite where we saw Tony Khan basically get destroyed and injured by the corporate bucks. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson along with Okada and Jack Perry. This is the aftermath of that. We're going to hear an update about Tony Khan, who's still in the neck brace, by the way. That's who. So we're going to find out what happens with him, and we got a whole lot of action coming away on Collision. We got a parking lot brawl on Rampage between Chucky T, and Trent. That was bloody as fuck. But we'll get to that in a little bit. But let's get to Collision. Let's not waste any time. And our commentators on both shows, my good friend, and maybe yours too, he's really my good friend, Tony Baloney Schiavone, and the lad from England, Nigel McGuinness, me love. And we got that. And then goes the Ice Cream Man. There he goes. You can hear it. You can't barely hear it. You hear a noise outside, but it's the Ice Cream Man. I'm your Ice Cream Man. Good old Van Halen. Destruction and Doom. Alright, so Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness at home base, Daly's place in Jacksonville, Florida for Collision and Rampage. Alright, so we start off Collision with a recap of Swerve winning the belt at Dynasty from that guy named Samoa Joe. And then Swerve comes out with my good buddy from Brooklyn, Prince Nana of the Mogul Embassy, for the chitty chat. Finally gets his celebration like 2 days later. But anyway, so Prince Nana introduces Swerve as the boss of bosses, one hell of a wrestler, and your new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. So then Swerve runs down what we have been seeing around here over the last week, including Jack Perry and the corporate bucks attacking Tony Khan. And Swerve's like, you know, I've done a lot of things in my career in wrestling, out of wrestling. You know, he's like, Tony Khan might be a fighter or so-called fighter. But basically, he called what the Bucks and Okada and Jack Perry did a bitch move. And he says, the biggest thing in wrestling, though, is me winning the world title. I got here, I made some sacrifices. Then he talks about his oldest daughter, and she says she doesn't really know him anymore, and he can't make up for lost time. That sucks. Bingham makes sure that this is all worth it. He beat Kyle Fletcher on Dynamite in a pretty decent match. So how about we do a good old-fashioned open challenge? So we get that. And out, who should come and challenge Swerve? Well, the Swiss Superman, Claudio Castagnoli of the Blackpool Cuck Club. He comes out in a very nice suit from the Men's Warehouse, which is, as always, our sponsor. Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you want to look good like Claudio and some of the other wrestlers. That's where I go. Because when I want to look good, I want to feel good, too. That's a commercial. So when you go to the Men's Warehouse, maybe, just maybe, for some of you, you're going to like the way you look. I probably can almost guarantee that. But when I go, they can guarantee that. Because I always look good. Because when you look good, you feel good. That's a commercial. And it's copyrighted by me, too. Even though Mike the Situation from Jersey Shore thinks he coined it. Nope, sorry, that's mine now. That's mine, sir. Me and Rose's, too. So we're making ching-ching. But I digress. Alright, so Claudio comes out in a suit, says, hey, how about me and you in the main event? Or, in the main event for the AEW World title. Swerve goes, I'll see you tonight. And that's it. And then Claudio takes the mic and says, that belt will be mine. So, we'll see what happens with that. It should be a great match in the main event coming up later in the program. So, I gave the first segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Collision. We get that. Alright. After that, we get a look back at what happened to Tony Khan on Dynamite. Then we hear from Tony Baloney Schiavone saying that the Elite, he says, we hear the Bucks go, the Elite is back. And then Tony Baloney's like, the Elite is back my ass. Tony, language. Anyway, so then Tony Baloney says that Tony Khan has suffered multiple head and neck injuries. He can't travel, so he's going to have to stay remotely from Jacksonville, so he's not going to be in the back running things in Winnipeg. He's not going to be pretty much in the back for anything for a while. So that sucks. Nigel McGuinness asks what happens if Tony Khan's... what happens if something happens? It's like, what happens? Tony Khan ain't here. What's going to happen? Are we to believe that Tony Khan can't be expected to call or text in orders? That isn't what was said, but basically he's like, oh, he's not here, so the inmates are running the asylum. Like, who's going to take over? Is Dad Shad Khan? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out this Wednesday night on the program. Kenny's coming back. That should be an interesting segment with the Bucks and Okada and Jack Perry. But we got that. Alright, so I gave that part of the segment 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to our first official match of the night. For the Unified Trios Championship, we got the Bang Bang Gang, or Bullet Club Gold, to shoot me for the love of God. We got the Switchblade, wait with the Switchblade, Jay White and the Ass Boys, Colton and Austin Gunn, taking on Top Flight Andretti of Darius and Dante Martin, and Action Andretti. Pretty good match. Like I said, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. We get a lot of flippy dibbity doos. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm about to... I had to blow my nose because I'm getting choked up here. Not in a good way, because you can hear my voice is just about to go. It's that summertime heat. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so we get a few quick... I I can't talk. We got a few quick flippy dippity news. By the faces, cut Austin off. Then Darius comes in to clean house. He hits a downward spiral for a near fall on Austin Gunn. Jay White plants him face first on the apron. Ow! As we go to break. Then we come back. Dante and Action Andretti get pulled off the apron. Colt avoids a splash. Darius rolls over. Brings in Action Andretti with a hot tag to pick up the pace a little bit. Then a split leg moonsault into a Spanish fly. Gets a near fall on Colt. As everything starts to break down. Jay White crotches Action Andretti on the top rope. Nuts! And is swinging back bottom. Plants Dante. And then the Ass Boys hit 310 to Yuma on Darius. And then Action Andretti drop kicks Jay White into the corner. Not that it really mattered because as Action Andretti did a handspring elbow into the corner, Jay White caught him, hit the Blade Runner, 1, 2, 3 in a little over 11 minutes. And the Ass Boys and the Switchblade get the win. So the Bang Bang Gang get the win. Match wasn't that bad, 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, after that, we get a look at the Bucks winning the tag team belts over FTR in their third match, the ladder match at Dynasty, thanks to help from Jack Perry. So we got that. And then we get a segment with the House of Black. They're all happy. Malachi, Brody King, and Buddy Murphy. They're all happy with beating Adam Copeland again at Dynasty. I forgot who got the pin on that. I think Mark Briscoe got pinned, or no, I think Eddie Kingston got pinned. Oh well. So this Wednesday night on the program, Adam Copeland's got the Cope Open for the TNT title, and one of them is going to be taking him on, but we won't know until the match. Most likely it's going to be Buddy Murphy, but we'll see what happens with that as we get to Wednesday night. Alright, we got all that. And we move on. Alright, match number 2, we got a return from Rey Fenix, who's been out with a shoulder injury, finally comes back. Well, he put on a banger with the Beast Mortis. This is Rey Fenix's first match since October, after losing the international title to Moxley, and then Moxley lost it back to Orange Cassidy, and then Orange Cassidy lost it to Roddy. And probably Roddy will lose it to Will Ospreay. We'll go from there. But all in all, this match was crazy good. Lots of flippy dippity doos. I mean, if you haven't seen this guy, Beast Mortis, he looks like the guy from the Prophecy. I mean, Decay. Black Toulouse. Basically looks like that. But this guy can fly. He's great. Phoenix is going berserk. Lots of near falls. This match lasted 15 minutes. Great shit. But in the end, Mortis grabbed Phoenix and hit a nasty gut buster. Like almost like the end of Hardic, but in a different version of it. That was kind of cool. For a near fall, Phoenix kicks away at him again, hits a super kick into a frog splash for a near fall. Then Phoenix gets the win off a fruit roll up. 1, 2, 3. 15 minutes later, Phoenix gets a hard-fought win in this banger of a match, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was chef's kiss, so good. And that's that. And Collision was great. Almost 500,000 views. That's not bad. Rampage, not so much. It wasn't bad, but still, the lean into Rampage was what it was. And we get that. Alright, after that, we get a video on Trent Beretta turning on Orange Cassidy last week. Chucky T setting up to Trent and challenging him to a parking lot brawl on Rampage. And then we go to back with the newest member of the AEW family, Arcady. Who's Arcady? Her real name is Arcady. But anyway, she's with Orange Cassidy, who's scared of what Trent and Chucky T are gonna do to each other in the parking lot. And then Chris Statlander comes in and says that Trent Beretta needs them. Are they gonna turn? I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, so I gave all that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, back to the ring we go for more action. We have another returning star, Whoosh, as he takes on Danny Burch. Remember him from NXT? We all remember him. Well, his real name is Martin Stone. He's been doing some stuff on the indies as of late. But anyway, this is Bruce's first match since December. So since Final Battle, per se. Look at that. And basically, Bruce beat the living shit out of Martin Stone in 2 minutes. As he hits the bull's horns. 1, 2, 3, gets the win. Magic gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, he gets another one for added bonus. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And that's pretty much it. That's that. Alright, after that, we get a look at Serena Deeb from this past week's Dynamite, talking about that she's coming for Toni Storm and her AEW Women's title. So, we actually had the actual audio, which sounded a little bit better than Dynamite. So, we got that. And then, Arcady, once again, is with Serena Deeb, who says that she is the obvious number 1 contender. I don't know if you're ranked, but anyway. And basically, it is now or never. After all these years of being told I'm great, I need to be the women's champion. Will she? We'll see. We'll see at probably Double or Nothing, but that's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to the ladies. We get, speaking of Toni Storm, we get Toni Storm. Darling! Hug me, darling! Watch for the shoe! So she comes out with the lovely Mariah May, who changed her look. Instead of wearing pink and looking like she was about to hit some balls, if you know what I mean. She's in black. She can dress whatever way she wants, but she can sit on my face and my dick. I wouldn't give a shit. That have rhymes. But anyway, she looked great. Sorry about that. She looked so good. And also, Luther at ringside. And that's it. Alright. So the match was okay. Nothing great. You know, and she's taking on Anna Jay, by the way. The woman with a flat ass and a mean attitude. They're going back and forth. Anna eventually locks in the Queen Slayer. And Nigel goes, "There's no place like home! There's no place like home!" What the fuck is this Wizard of Oz shit? Simp. Anyway, Toni fights to her feet, knocks Anna Jay in the corner, then she hits that sexy hip attack, right into Storm Zero. Boom! 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Toni Storm gets the win over Anna Jay in under 9.5 minutes. And Mariah May comes in and she hugs. Huggy, 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 kissy, kissy, kissy. And while in Japan, Mina sadly got misted by a bunch of people from Japan. That's not good. She needed me and I wasn't available. Sorry. Now she's gonna take it out on my dick when she comes back to from New Japan and Stardom. Sorry, it is what it is. Alright, that's it. Alright, then we go to a segment with Chucky T with his dog that Orange Cassidy brings in. And he tells freshly squeezed orange juice, Orange Cassidy, that I gotta do this on my own. So, Cassidy's like, okay. And then he leaves. And with the dog. To take him for a shit. I don't know. And we get all that. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go back to the ring. We have tag team action player. We have the acclaimed Max Caster, the suspended, well, not suspended anymore, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, along with Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn. Just remember, ladies, Sesame Mommy Ass! Alright, they take on the the grizzled young veterans, James Drake and Zach Gibson, making their debut in AEW. I was hoping they get the win. Do they? No. But they have a pretty decent match. Anthony Bowens gets the hot tag. He cleans house. Max Caster tags us up back in really quickly. They hit Sesame Timbers on Drake. And then Gibson comes back to distract Max Caster. And then Drake hits a running boot to face. Bowens then gets a code breaker out of the corner. Drake then adds a missile dropkick for a near fall. And with nothing else working, Billy Gunn also offers a distraction. So then Anthony Bowens comes back in and hits the arrival, which sets up the mic drop on Gibson. 1, 2, 3. Match is over. The Acclaim get the win in 12 minutes. What are you going to do? It's like every time the Grizzly Young Veterans come into a new company, they lose. Why? Ship them out. Go back to Britain. Go back to go back to Repro. Go back to somewhere. Because everywhere they go, they just stink it up. Good matches, but can't win the big one. So I don't know what Tony Khan's going to do, if this is even a one-time thing. We'll have to see what happens with that. But still, a decent match. 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to Arcady and her guest, Katsuyori Shibata. He's all ready to beat up Shane Taylor Promotions all by himself. And then he's going to beat up Chris Jericho and win the FTW title on Wednesday night. And then the dancing fool. Yeah, dance, Dad. He's dancing, Dad. He's dancing. Stop it. Okay. So Daniel Garcia comes in, offers to help Shibata with Shane Taylor Promotions, and Shibata accepts his help and says, "Save the last dance for me." So that becomes a tag team match later on. We'll get to that later. So I gave that promo 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. I think, okay. Alright, then we go to your main event of Collision for the AEW World Title. Swerve versus Claudio Castagnoli with Prince Nana at ringside. Pretty good match. Claudio gave it his all. He really took Swerve to school and took him to his limit. We get a rolling down spiral by Swerve, gets a near fall, and a forearm puts Claudio on the floor. And then Swerve gets up on the stage, on the big stage. He hits a big flippy dibbity-doo all the way down. That was crazy. We get back in at 450, gives Swerve another near fall. Claudio hits a running stomp of his own, but that just pisses Swerve off even more, and he starts striking away at Claudio. And so Claudio runs him over. We get a double down. And then Swerve muscles him over with a suplex. And then we get the Swerve stomp for 2.9999999999999999995. We get that. Swerve loads up the house call. Claudio reverses into the swing of doom. And then sets up the sharpshooter that puts Swerve in really big trouble. And then Claudio transitions into the crossface, but Swerve somehow gets out of that, and then gets hit with one mean clothesline for a near fall. But Swerve comes back, grabs a DDT, goes up for the stomp, but Claudio tiger uppercutting him in mid-air. Damn! That was sick. And slams him down, but somehow Swerve got out of that. He survived that. Hits a running stomp to drop Claudio, then hits the house call 1, 2, 3 to retain the title in 21 minutes. And it was a pretty good match, 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, you love to see it, the Code of Honor. And that's pretty much it. So Swerve gets the win, and on Wednesday night he will get his opponent will be named on Wednesday night for his match at Double or Nothing. Man, it better be good. I have a feeling it might be Hangman. I hope not, but I'm thinking it should be Joe in a rematch. But we'll see what happens with that as we move on. All right, so Collision I thought was pretty damn good. 7.5 out of 10 stars for Collision, and that's pretty much it. All right, really quickly, we got 14 minutes till Raw goes on the air, so we're gonna go right into Rampage, and we're just gonna read down the results. I'm not gonna go into everything. And it's hot as fuck in here. So as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna put on some well, I'm gonna get naked. No, I'm not gonna get naked. I'm kidding. You wish I would, right, ladies? You know. Guys, look away. But I digress. Anyway, all right. So Rampage, also from Daly's Place, Tony Schiavone and Nigel once again on commentary. Forget that. So we started off Rampage with the parking lot brawl, which was bloody as fuck. Trent is busted open early in the head, obviously, as Chucky T was busted wide open in the head. But comes back, sends Trent onto the hood. They climb onto a truck, and Trent knocks him through a piece of plywood. Ouch. We go to break, come back. A TV gets thrown. I don't know where that TV came from. And Chucky T suplexes Trent through a door. And then we get some shots to the back. Trent's in trouble, but he manages to slam Chucky T onto a table of light tubes. Oh, we going ultra violent. Yes. Somebody call Matt Tremont. And at this point, both men are gushing blood. Chucky T comes right back with a toss powerbomb through the windshield. Real glass for a near fall. Then they climb onto the top of another car, and then he slug it out on top of the car. Then a low blow right into the nuts. Gets Trent out of trouble. Then he hits a spike. Oh, not a spike. A jumping pile driver on Chucky T on top of the car. And basically that was it for Chucky T, as Trent knocks in a triangle choke. And Chucky T can't even barely do anything. Bryce is like, "Oh, you okay? That's it." So, in 10 minutes, this bloody as fuck match ends with Trent getting the win. Match was barbaric, and I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander come in to try to, help out. And then we see Trent pick up a plumber's wrench. What do you think, you're Mario? Hi, it's me, your Mario. I got to clean the plumber. Trust the fungus. So, Trent takes a plumber's wrench, bam, smashes it into Chucky T's ankle and knee, fucked him up even more, so he's going to be out more months. And, really, Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander just stood there looking. What are you going to do? You going to try to stop a guy with a plumber's wrench? We got all that, and then we see Don Callis watching, and he's like, I'm interested. So, maybe Trent joins up with the Don Callis family now. Now that Powerhouse Hobbs is going to be out for a while, Trent can come in and be that powerhouse type guy. So, we get all that. Alright, then we got our Arcady once again with Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts with his new haircut. He's happy to come to his hometown of Vancouver in a couple weeks and do what he does best. And that is wrestle. That's pretty much it. So, they're going back to, I think they're going to be in Vancouver next week, or the week after that. Yeah, it's good to see Kyle's going back to Vancouver. But we got all that. Hey, maybe you see a hockey game there. I think Vancouver's up 3-1 over Nashville, because they won in overtime yesterday. So, we got that. What the puck is a Canuck. Anyway, got that. Alright, then we go back to Daily's place for our next match, a grudge match between two hot ladies. We got Thunder Rosa! Yay! As she takes on the virtuosa Diana Palazzo. This match was a pretty decent match. Back and forth they went. Diana comes back after a running dropkick against the ropes by Thunder Rosa. Diana comes right back, but tries for the Fujiwara armbar. Couldn't get it, but instead settles for a kick to face. And then Thunder Rosa fights back, goes up top, only to dive into the Fujiwara armbar. It gets broken up with a fruit roll-up, which gets reversed back into the Fujiwara armbar, which then, once again, gets reversed into another fruit roll-up. I mean, how many fruit roll-ups are we going to have here? But anyway, Thunder Rosa gets the win in 11 minutes with the reverse fruit roll-up. She gets the win. Match wasn't really that great. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Thunder Rosa goes to leave, but then Diana Purrazzo turns heel and jumps her, and they start fighting by the barricade where the fans are, that little stage area, and 2 security guards have to come out and stop them from basically trying to kill each other. So they're probably going to do another match, maybe be some type of hardcore match, maybe a submission match. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But this match, not so good, Al. 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we're going to look at Will Oceanspray winning the Casino Gauntlet match and earning a international title shot at Double or Nothing against Roddy! So we get that. Speaking of Roddy and the Undisputed Kingdom, he comes in with, I'm Matt Taven, and the man who punches people in the dick and gives him a power driver. That is Michael Canales-Bennett, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. I think Wardlow was somewhere there. I might have missed it. But anyway, they want Tony Khan to stay next strong. Nice. But then, they move, Roddy goes, William! Ospreay! And says that, you may be good, but you will finally fall before the Messiah of the Backbreaker. I think it's going to be a great match. I don't know if it's going to be a banger per se, but I think it'll be good. It's not going to be Danielson, Ospreay good, but I think it's going to be pretty good. I'd say about 3.5, maybe a 4-star banger. We'll see. But I think we're going to see a new international champion at Double or Nothing. That's going to be Will Oceanspray. And then eventually, by All In, which is in his home country in August, he's going to become World Heavyweight Champion, probably by beating Swerve. But we'll see when we get there. I still think he should just be going for the world title and not going for a trinket little mini mitt title. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave Roddy's promo 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to your bathroom break match of the night of Rampage. Big Cass takes on some ham-and-egger named Trevor Blackwell. Beats him in basically 99 seconds with the choke slam. Bing, bang, boom, good night. 2 out of 5 stars. Moving on. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, then we go to your main event of Rampage. Tag team match player. We got Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. Tag title of Shane Taylor Promotions, along with Anthony Ogogo, who went to commentary. They take on Katsuyori Shibata and the Dancing Fool, Daniel Garcia. It was a pretty good match. And Garcia gets the hot tag, knocks Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty together with a double Naga. Then get the hot tag to Shibata. Everything breaks down. Shane Taylor Promotions sent into the corner for stereo right hands to face. And then running drop kicks have the heels in even more trouble. And then Garcia starts dancing, daddy's dancing. And then Shibata just beating the fuck out of Shane Taylor. Lee Moriarty comes back in, then slugs away at Shibata in the corner. Basically not the greatest idea. Was Shibata just like, puny hits. Shibata then kicks Shane Taylor away. Garcia then grabs a sleeper hold circa 1921. And then Shibata does the same to Lee Moriarty, so we got stereo sleepers. And then Garcia suplexes Taylor. Shibata hits a penalty kick on Lee Moriarty, and it was good. 1, 2, 3 for the pin in just under 15 minutes to end the show. Wasn't a great match to end the show, but still, I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it for that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for my Rampage and Collision review. I hope you liked it. Leave me your thoughts down below, what you guys thought of the show, what your ratings are. I gave Rampage 6.25 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much it. Once again, Collision was the better of the two shows, 7.5 out of 10 stars. So we'll see what happens this Wednesday night in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. The return of Kenny by God Omega. And we'll see what happens to him on Wednesday night Dynamite. As we're rolling on, we're just about a few weeks away from Double or Nothing. I believe the 6th annual Double or Nothing. And we'll see what happens with that. Maybe more matches will be announced. We already got one match announced already, which is Roddy versus Will Oceanspray for the international title. We'll see who Swerve will be facing. So it'll be official match number 2. And then everything else will be put in at the last minute by Tony Khan. So, all roads are leading to Vegas once again for Double or Nothing on May the 26th. The day after Queen and King of the Ring from WWE from Saudi Arabia, but that's a 1 o'clock show, or noon or 1 o'clock show. So, top of the morning to your left, we're going to be Lucky Chimes. You know, we're going to be eating cereal or just about to eat lunch when we watch Queen of the Ring, Queen and King of the Ring, and also Backlash, because that's at 1 p.m. here in the States, in the East Coast. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, we're 3 minutes away from Raw, so I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope to be back later tonight with your Monday Night Raw review for Night 2 of the draft. And if not, definitely will be tomorrow, depending on my voice. But it is what it is. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay cool if you're in the Northeast. I know it's getting really cold right now. As I'm looking at my computer right now, it is 62 degrees, but in this house it feels like 90. I'm telling you, it feels like 90. So I might have to put the AC on, or at least the fan on to keep me cool. Take another shower. See what happens with that. But that's after Raw. It's like, I'm not going to do it during Raw. I'm going to make my sensible dinner during Raw too, so it is what it is. But anyway, I'm out, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's it. Until next time, peace.